Welcome to What the Fit, a podcast about what it means to be fit, whatever the fuck that means. I'm your host, Christelle, and it's time for a solo episode. I've had to restart this solo episode now twice because I feel chaotic and I feel totally all over the place. And I have these themes and ideas in my mind that I want to get out and that I want to communicate. And something's happening today where it ain't clicking. It's just not. But we're here and we're scheduled to do this. And I must do this at this time. So we're going to be where we are. We're going to get through this. I think that I want to do, this is just now we're spurring. We're just rolling now. I think that I want to do an I Can't Shut Up About episode. Because that feels like what wants to come out right now. You guys, I had in my mind, you've been hearing me talk about this kind of massive Ironman, marathon, Olympic training, sprint, endurance race that I've been dealing with in terms of my work schedule. And in my mind, it was like, all right, we're going to push. I love a push. I want to do this. I was feeling good. I was feeling energized. I was feeling capable. I was having fun all through this time with the idea of like, once I get to New York, my first trip of the year, it was the first time I've traveled since last October when I went to LA. And that for me is pretty crazy. I love to travel. It's like, it's just like one of the most rewarding experiences, I think, that can happen in one's life. And, I had spent this whole year just like kind of like in this home space and in this like space with myself and just trying to like figure things out and like, I don't know, figure out how I was going to like make money and like what my purpose in life is and like who I am, just like chill stuff. And so there was not, room for travel. So I was really, really excited about this trip. The trip was amazing. We'll definitely talk about that. That'll definitely be something I can't shut up about. And in my mind, right, I'm like, get to this point where I am right now. Just get to this point and like, you'll be good. I'm not good. I'm not good because it turns out as I come back from New York, I got back a couple days ago. I'm like right back in it. I've jumped right back in it. And that's kind of fucking with me because I gave it my all thinking I was going to have a break. And now I don't have the break. And now I'm like, how much? I don't have much more to give. That really pains me to say. That like really, strikes something in me because I always got enough juice. And right now I feel like I don't have enough juice. And I feel like something is going to have to give. Something's going to have to give. I'm not going to be able to fulfill all my commitments. And that pains me, but here we are. So something that I can't shut up about, this pattern that keeps coming up for me, is like this idea of like rest and why I feel like it's so hard for me to like take the moment to like slow down. And I mean like really slow down. I don't mean like one fucking day of it, I mean like truly like to take our mindsets out of this like land of productivity and this constant like feeling of like the day is wasted or like I haven't done enough if like I didn't do something productive. Like it's not just like doing that one day. It's like escaping that mindset. It's like the shift out of that mindset to like where that's not even a thought. Like, yeah, I can have a day where like maybe I don't do anything productive. And like I'm not even thinking about it because that's just how I'm living my day. Like that's where I want to be. That's like my dream goal state where like I don't even want to think about it. But we're not there yet. And this came up as a theme in New York, when I was visiting my friend, I was visiting my college best friend who's lived in New York for many, many years. And we were having this conversation, you know, and I was kind of talking to her about this. And I was just like, I've been trying to really shift this mindset out of productivity. And it's been helpful, like with, in some ways, like my crazy work schedule is helpful in this sense because I really have to like only be focused on what I'm doing, this like one goal thing. And everything else kind of has to fall aside. So like naturally things are getting done. But also, if I'm being totally honest, I'm kind of setting myself up to be in this like crazy workspace and take work and put anything else in there, right? Like whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that's like occupying all of your time and all of your energy and all of your bandwidth and like not allowing you to properly rest. Like I've kind of constructed it in that sort of way to like keep me out of feeling. And the more that I get into feeling, the more I can see how much I've used productivity as just a distraction, as a mechanism, as a way to take me away from like being in my feeling. And what I found is like when that happens, like you don't get as much done. You plain and simple scientific fact, you do not get as much done when you spend time being in what you're feeling like doing or like what's like calling to you and like what's being true. And obviously there's got to be some sort of balance, right? There's got to be, you know, there's got to be like, there's a shit you have to get done. So you have to push and you have to do it. And there's also like this, can we move this with this ease? And what like really came up a lot when I was talking about this is that how I have assigned this like moral designation to productivity. So like when I'm productive and when I'm doing things and when I like, you know, getting things done, whatever the fuck those things are, when I'm productive, I'm good. I'm being good. I think you probably have heard yourself say that many times. Oh, I was really good today. I did all the things on my list. I was really good. Or like I was really good today. I like did all these things to like optimize my health and my well-being. And it's like, when did I assign this moral obligation that doing everything that I should do, that I created for myself to do, made me good? And if I didn't do those things, if I wasn't productive or I somehow like didn't do everything in the most perfect, optimal way, then I'm like bad. You know, I was talking to my friend and she made this good point. She was like, well, there was this like rise in culture, right? Of like the Joe Rogan era, the like paleo era, the keto era, the CrossFit era, this like biohacking era that was like, do all of these things, be all of these like types of people, and like you will be good. And so I don't really know if I have any like kind of summarization or like big insight gained about that, but it just was interesting to know that like that's what was coming up for me when we were thinking about like rest and like recharge and just like not giving it our all all the time, which I know sounds so counterintuitive to a lot of our programming. But this really played out for me when I got back from New York. So I had an amazing time in New York. We'll move right into like kind of what I can't shut up about New York. I had an amazing time in New York. It was so quick. It was literally a New York minute. I was in and out. It was like 48 hours. But it was really, really, really like just the quickest jolt of what I needed to kind of, one, get in touch with like the past self that I'm moving out of. You know, travel is so important to me, and solo travel especially. Like I've done so much traveling on my own, and it felt good to like be in that space again and be like, yeah, I'm still that. I've still got that. This still brings me so much joy and gives me so much value. I danced in a club in Brooklyn till 4 a.m. I ate this amazing Ukrainian diner food, like incredible. I had a delicious martini in the West Village. I ate pizza. I sat with my friend. I talked with my friend. Like, it was a truly lovely time. I saw different faces. That was probably the biggest thing. Like, just to be in a city where every face is new and everyone looks different. Imagine that in a big city. And the style was incredible. Like, just to like pick out like, ooh, this is what the Brooklyn girlies are wearing right now. This is kind of the uniform. This is what I'm seeing. How can I, incorporate that? How can I be inspired by that in my own wardrobe? So it was lovely. But yeah, so when I was in New York and like talking to my friend, we were like going through all of these, just honestly like really similar themes and patterns and feelings we were both going through in like kind of separate, different situations. Like, her career is different, her trajectory of life has been different, and yet we like share this like common feeling of, why does it feel so difficult to let go of productivity as this moral compass, almost as this like identification and understanding of our value. And, I was thankful for the time. I got like a lot of like good self-reflection there, and especially like traveling back and coming home to, I had to work when I came home, but then to have like a rest day and then just have like a day of doing nothing, where I was suddenly then hit with everything that had been putting off for those whole, like that 2-week crazy push that I had. And then I'm like, oh, here I am with my feelings and with all, what has happened over the past few weeks. And it became really clear that I was like, ooh, that was like a really nice time to push it away. And like, now I have to deal with it. And so the other thing that I can't shut up about is that I've been crying. Do you guys cry a lot? Like, how often do you guys cry? Like, what's a normal amount to cry? Is there a normal amount? The answer is obviously probably no. It's different for each person. I have not historically been a crier. Like, it's actually it will take a lot to make me cry. Like, I can think of like a couple situations in my adult life. If I'm taking away like times that I'm crying because I'm like grieving my brother or like grieving my grandmother, which like those, even then still like I really don't cry a lot. I truly don't. Like, I might start to get a little buzz in the back of the eye and the nose, but like to like have tears fall, to like actually cry, very rare. Also doesn't count for like movies. Like, I'll cry in a movie for sure, but just like spontaneous, like thinking about something crying doesn't happen for me often. But it happened for me when I was home during my rest day after my big push, where I was finally like, I can be with things. And it was just like, I cried because I was listening to the song. And, I had this, I'm like, why are you crying? What's wrong? What's happening? Like, what? Because it's so strange for me. It's something I just don't normally do. And then obviously it hit me the next moment. It was like, oh, right. Because you've been putting this off for so long, because you've built this as a distraction. You've been able to use this pattern of productivity, of busyness, of hard work. It's especially justifiable in my mind now too, because it makes me money. So I'm like, well, yeah, I have to keep working because I have to make money. And the other part too is, I'm going to keep working in such a way and exhausting myself in such a way that I really don't have to feel and deal with what's going on at the moment. And I can be blissfully unaware for that 2-week push. I can be ignorant to the fact that I'm pushing down my feelings and my emotions and like not actively dealing with what's going on. It's a perfect strategy. It really is. Hard work is just a perfect strategy for someone like me. So, I was sitting there in my car and I was crying and driving around, and I was like, you're doing this. This is something that you do. And it's like, not that I didn't know, but it was very evident and very clear in that moment. And I thought, like, I'll definitely do it again. I'm aware and I want to get better at it. I really do. But I will also definitely do it again. And I can't even remember now what the can't shut up about was. Crying. I've also realized that I really don't like it. I really don't like it. And something about it like doesn't bother me so much when I'm with another person. Like if I start crying with another person, that seems okay. That seems better in my mind. It seems more acceptable if you cry around another person. But crying alone, which is what I have been doing lately, like that feels really hard for me. It feels really, really uncomfortable. It's like when you like get the first feeling that you're gonna cry, and usually that's kind of where it stops for me. But then it's like that like the like stomach jolt, the like, oh my god, it's coming. The like, I'm gonna really cry. I'm talking about really crying. Like I'm gonna really cry because I'm like so sad and because I'm like so lonely and because I like feel so like all of you're like, oh my god, that's embarrassing. Like that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I'm like, oh my god, where did that come from? Like someone told me somewhere along the line, like you got to keep that shit in. So there's that. There's like seriously that I will have to be sitting with for much longer time. But yeah, do you guys like crying? How often do you cry? Is it hard for you? What's it feel like? I've got a lot tied up in crying. You know what I had to do the other day? I was coming home from like a really, really, really busy shift. I think it might have been Halloween, honestly. It might have been like the Halloween bartending shift, which was just like a fucking triage unit. Like you are just, it's crazy. It's really fun. It's like, it's a lot of adrenaline. There's a lot of rush. There's a lot of satisfaction. It's really physical. It's a lot of things that I like. And then after, it's like this like also like come down moment. And it helps for me if I have someone, you know, to like talk to after that kind of shift and just like rehash or just like whatever, talk about what just like in some sort of way release. And like I didn't have that in this moment. And so I came home and I was just like laying in bed and I was just like feeling so much. And I was like, I think I need to cry. Like I really think I need to cry, but like I couldn't because I can't. And so once I like couldn't cry, then I was just like feeling like angsty and like weird. And I was like, oh my God, like I just wish I had my grandma here to like comfort me. Like I really just like need to be comforted in this moment. And so I went and played her old voicemails. I have like 8 of her voicemails saved from over the years. And I played her voicemails. That got me crying. I literally cried myself to sleep, like sobbed. Yeah. It's new territory for me, but I'm embracing. Something instinctually says like it's probably good. It's probably good for you to do that. And I think I do feel better. And like once the crying happens, it's okay. It's like it's just like the build up to the cry that I don't like. It's like when you're going up the hill of a really high roller coaster and you can hear like the chains clinking. You're like, fuck, I know it's coming. And it's like so uncomfortable. And like, you're like just about to like go over the hill and you're like, then your stomach starts to like do that thing and you're like, oh fuck. And then you just have to like, let it go. And then the ride is fun for the most, I mean, I love roller coasters, but yeah, I don't know, crying. I'd love to hear how other people think about crying. I don't know if I'm like in a minority or if I'm normal or whatever. I would love to know. Okay, the other thing that I can't shut up about is like the media, the TV shows, the music and the TV shows that I'm consuming right now and that are out there. I'm obsessed. I'm so inspired. I am loving like so many albums right now. Like I know the summer was like not for the girlies like we wanted it to be, but this season is for the girlies. This season is absolutely for the girlies. And let's just run through. Okay, this is what I like can't shut up about in terms of music and TV. First up, music. Olivia Dean, The Art of Loving. That album is so beautiful and really honest, and it's just like exquisite to listen to. It's just like a truly beautiful album. It puts me so much at ease. I highly recommend Olivia Dean, The Art of Loving. The intro is just like beautiful. The Art of Loving. The other album that I can't shut up about is Warm and Soft by Charity. This is new to me. Like, this album is brand new to me, like today new to me. And I started listening this morning, and it's really like this story of this woman's dating experiences, like after a significant relationship, like after a relationship where she thought like this was the one, and they break up, and then it's like all the songs are just like her experiences of like what it's like after that moment. And so obviously like very relatable. It also got me thinking, which I'm just going to put this out there now. I'm going to dip my toe in it because I'm going to practice being vulnerable. I know that there is an episode inside me that needs to come out around dating and like the lessons learned through a variety of different kinds of relationships, and how important as a part of one's kind of healing journey, if you will, if your transitional journey in your life, if you will, there's time where you need to be alone to like heal with yourself. And there's a lot of like good that can come from that. And there's also this part of healing that can only happen in relationship to others. That part of my life is something that is not, I do not want to talk about that. I really don't. It's super vulnerable for me. It feels like really exposed. And also I know, because it's something that I feel so fearful of, that it is absolutely topics that I need to be talking about. I got to warm up to that. I'm not there yet. I got to warm up to that. But I do want to at least put it out that this is me dipping my toe in the pond, that I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it at some point. And this album, Soft and Warm, right? Soft and Warm? Warm and Soft by Charity. That album really kind of like unlocked that for me. So that's interesting. The other the other album that I'm obsessed with right now is The Loneliest Girl in the World by Lacey K. Booth. So good. My sister sent me one of her songs. I'd never heard about her before. I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about this artist, but I just started listening to her album, The Loneliest Girl in the World, Lacey K. Booth, and it's incredible. Like I've got Warm and Soft, The Loneliest Girl in the World, The Art of Loving, and The Life of a Showgirl, or The Life of a Girl with a Show, as Sean would prefer us to say. I've got those 4 albums like on repeat. The girlies, just popping off the girlies. TV shows. Oh my God, so many. I feel like maybe not so many. Okay, 1, Sirens. Just watched that on Netflix. I watched the whole season in like maybe 2 days. It's not long, but it's really good. It's really beautifully shot. It's an interesting storyline. I really, really like it. This one, though, I cannot shut up about. I Love LA on HBO. It's a new series. There's 2 episodes out. It's a Sunday night show. It's kind of like how, Sex and the City, Girls, The Secret Sex Lives of College Girls. I didn't ever watch that one, but like, those type of shows, this coming of age, this like, we're trying to make it, we're trying to figure it out. We don't know what's going on. We're enthusiastic. We're energized. We're living. We're single. We're in a relationship. Like that whole dynamic of a group of friends. That's the show. It takes place in LA. It's so fucking funny. It's so relevant. It's just like really holds true to the time. It really holds true to like what, I believe that are just like holds true to the challenges that we're all experiencing, that I really do think that all of us are experiencing right now. It's sexy. It's so fun. I'm so inspired by it. I really am. Like it like makes me want to follow my dreams. It makes me want to go after my dreams. It makes me feel like there's hope. It makes me feel young. It's great. Yeah. I'm going. I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait for the next episode. The other like really funny show that I've started watching when I was in New York is, oh fuck, now I'm not going to be able to know what it's called. I always do this. It's like I think it's called is it called the Chair Company? The Chair Company. It's called the Chair Company. It's the the genre that comes up is cringe comedy, and it is absolutely cringe comedy. It's so funny. So the show takes place in Canton, Ohio. They have it set in Canton, Ohio, which is obviously kind of funny for me. There's like some allusion to like football and like all of that, but like I think it was like shot in Pittsburgh. It's not like shot in Canton, but nonetheless, I watch it and like it makes me it's like really, really funny, but it's so uncomfortable. It's like shot as if it were a thriller, like a serious like HBO thriller. But this comedian, who is the comedian? I can't find it quickly. Okay. This comedian though is just like so over the top and so funny, and he's like trying to solve a mystery of like a chair company. I don't know. It's good. We're in like a TV time, so I would say definitely do it. Okay. I think that's everything I can't shut up about. Crying, resting, TV shows, music. I think I've hit it all. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I'll see you back here soon. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Chrissy Gurley and at What the Fit Podcast. Full video episodes will be available on Spotify and YouTube, so follow and subscribe. If you're loving What the Fit, please help spread the word. Send it to a friend, share it to your story, and if you're looking for even more exclusive content, become a Patreon member. You can find it at patreon.com/whatthefitpodcast.